Have you ever wondered how to truly thrive as you age, maintaining your health and happiness well into your 70s and beyond? In this video, we delve into essential strategies for staying vibrant and independent after turning 70. From making informed medical decisions and maintaining motivation to the importance of diet and regular exercise, you'll learn how to navigate the challenges of aging with confidence. Stay tuned until the end to discover practical tips that can help you live a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. When you turn 70, it's essential to shift your mindset about health. Many of us grow up believing that as long as we follow the doctor's advice, everything will be fine, that simply taking prescribed medications, undergoing tests, and following treatment plans will guarantee a long and healthy life. But once you reach 70, it's time to reconsider this idea. While doctors are undoubtedly important in diagnosing illnesses and providing treatments, we must realize that they are not infallible, all-knowing authorities, especially when it comes to the unique needs of an aging body. It becomes critical for us to take a more proactive role in our health and well-being. This is not to diminish the role of doctors, but to emphasize that their guidance often focuses on specific symptoms or areas, rather than the bigger picture of how everything in your body is interconnected, especially as we age. Doctors tend to specialize in particular fields, whether it's the heart, respiratory system, digestion, or other organs. This means they often zero in on their area of expertise, offering treatment and advice specific to that part of the body. While that might sound beneficial, there's a major downside. Focusing on one area mean overlooking how treatments or issues in one system can impact other parts of the body, especially in older adults. In our younger years, perhaps in our 40s or 50s, this approach works because our bodies are still resilient. At that age, the body has a remarkable ability to heal and recover from isolated treatments. A cardiologist can successfully address heart disease, and the body can bounce back with the wilishary. But things change dramatically when we enter our 70s. The natural decline in organ function and the complex ways these systems interact mean that focusing solely on one part of the body can inadvertently harm others. I've seen too many heartbreaking examples of older adults who undergo surgeries or treatments that seem necessary at the time, but later cause more harm than good. Imagine an elderly person, full of hope that a procedure will solve their health issue, only to find themselves struggling with severe complications afterward. They may wake up from surgery only to realize their ability to care for themselves has dramatically declined. Once active and independent, they now find it difficult to walk, dress themselves, or even eat without assistance. The emotional toll of losing that independence, the frustration of not being able to do the things they once loved, is profound. And all too often, the original condition that led to the surgery wasn't even life-threatening. This scenario plays out more often than we might think, and it's devastating for the person going through it, as well as for their families. As we age, our bodies become more fragile, and while doctors focus on fixing specific issues, they don't always consider the domino effect that certain treatments can have on the rest of the body. After 70, the cumulative wear and tear on our organs means that treatments aimed at improving one system might trigger complications in others, leading to a decline in overall health and well-being. This isn't just about physical health, it's about emotional and mental health too. The stress of prolonged recovery times, the sense of loss from no longer being able to do the things you once could, and the feeling of being a burden on loved ones, all of these factors weigh heavily on the elderly. What starts as an attempt to improve one's health can often lead to a significant decline in quality of life. It's not just about surviving, it's about living well, living joyfully, and cherishing the years we have left. And if you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. That's why it's so important when you turn 70 to adopt a new approach to your health. Don't just take every recommendation from your doctor at face value. Start asking questions, lots of them. Does this treatment genuinely improve my overall health? Or is it only addressing a small part of a much larger picture? Will this procedure or medication improve the quality of my life? Or will it create new complications that may cause more harm than good? These are hard questions to ask, but they're crucial. You deserve to know how a treatment will affect your ability to enjoy life. You deserve to feel empowered in the decisions about your health. Because at 70, it's no longer just about living longer. It's about living better with vitality, happiness, and independence. Another essential question to ask yourself is, does this treatment align with the life I want to live? We often think that following the doctor's orders without question is the path to longevity. But longevity without quality of life isn't the goal. What's the point of living longer if it means spending those years in pain, immobile, or reliant on others for basic tasks? It's heartbreaking to witness elderly people, once full of life and spirit, lose their spark because of medical decisions that didn't fully consider the impact on their overall well-being. The truth is, after 70, you have to be more discerning. You need to take control of your health in a way that honors the life you want to live. It's about embracing a new mindset, one where you aren't just a passive patient, but an active participant in the decisions that shape your golden years. This doesn't mean rejecting medical advice altogether, of course. Doctors are vital partners in our health journey. But it does mean taking the time to reflect deeply on whether each treatment or procedure is truly right for you. It means thinking about how it will affect not just one part of your body, but your entire system, your mind, and your emotional well-being. And most importantly, it means listening to your own body and your instincts. Because no one knows your body better than you do. At 70, life becomes about balance, finding the balance between medical care and quality of life, between longevity and living fully. It's about making sure that every decision you make serves not just the goal of living longer, but the goal of living well, with dignity, joy, and a sense of purpose. So when you reach that milestone age of 70, don't just follow medical advice without reflection. Ask yourself, is this treatment really what I need? Will it allow me to continue living the way I want to, with independence and happiness? Don't be afraid to question, seek second opinions, or explore alternative paths to health. Your body, your health, and your life are too precious to leave in the hands of others without taking an active role yourself. Ultimately, it's not about adding more years to your life. It's about making sure those years are filled with love, laughter, and the ability to enjoy every moment to the fullest. For after all, the golden years should truly be golden, shining with the richness of a life well lived. To make informed decisions about your health, it's crucial to take an active role in gathering information yourself. One of the most important things you can do is seek multiple medical opinions, especially when faced with major decisions. Different specialists, such as internists and surgeons, may give you differing advice, and having these varying perspectives allows you to make more well-rounded decisions. You shouldn't rely solely on what one doctor says. As we age, the complexity of our health increases, and it becomes even more necessary to educate ourselves. Elderly people, in particular, should take the initiative to learn about their bodies and health by not only listening to doctors, but also reading health books, attending seminars, and keeping up with the latest medical studies. The more you understand the changes happening in your body, the more confident and empowered you'll feel when it comes to making decisions about treatment options. It's also vital to recognize that not all doctors have extensive experience in treating the elderly. Many doctors, particularly those working in academic environments or with highly specialized focuses, may not be fully equipped to handle the complex and multifaceted health issues that arise as we age. Often they base their recommendations on medical theories that may not account for the unique challenges that come with a body that's experiencing the natural decline in function that accompanies aging. So when a doctor advises you to undergo a particular procedure or follow a specific treatment plan, it's okay to pause and ask yourself, is this the best option for me at this stage of life? Don't be afraid to take a step back, evaluate the situation, and seek out additional information before making any decisions. Your health is too precious to leave in the hands of one person without further thought or investigation. Part of maintaining a healthy and fulfilling life in your senior years isn't just about treating diseases as they arise. It's about caring for your whole self, body, mind, and spirit. You must listen to your body and be attuned to what it needs to thrive. This involves finding a balance between managing any medical conditions and ensuring that your overall health and well-being are nurtured. It's essential to recognize that mental health is just as important as physical health, especially as we age. Staying mentally engaged, whether by keeping up with hobbies, maintaining friendships, or continuing to participate in social activities, plays a huge role in prolonging life and improving the quality of those later years. An optimistic outlook, a sense of purpose, and staying connected to the world around you can make a world of difference. It's not just about living longer, it's about living better with joy, purpose, and vitality. Another critical aspect to consider as you age is your diet. For example, the idea that cutting out meat entirely could lead to better health is something that needs careful reconsideration. Studies suggest that eliminating meat from your diet as you grow older could accelerate the aging process. The body needs protein and essential nutrients found in animal products to maintain muscle mass, bone strength, and overall vitality. If you stop consuming meat in your 70s, you may find that your physical function declines faster. It's not just about the physical nutrients, but about staying motivated to maintain your body's strength and mobility. Lack of motivation is one of the biggest accelerators of aging. When you lose interest in the activities around you or stop wanting to move your body, you start to reduce your daily activity levels without even realizing it. This decrease in physical movement leads to a rapid decline in bodily function, making it harder to recover that strength later. One of the best ways to combat this decline is by staying engaged not just mentally, but physically as well. That includes maintaining your physical function and, yes, even your sexual health. Many people shy away from talking about sex as they age, but maintaining a healthy sex life is one of the fastest ways to stay motivated and physically active. It's not just about the physical act, it's about the emotional and psychological connection that comes with intimacy, which can keep you young, energized, and vibrant. Even in your 70s, sex and physical closeness are powerful ways to maintain not only health but also happiness and emotional fulfillment. It's all part of living a balanced life where mental, physical, and emotional health are equally prioritized. As you move through your later years, the goal is to maintain a sense of motivation, purpose, and physical function. Aging doesn't have to mean giving up on life's joys. It's the time to fully embrace what makes you happy, to stay engaged with the world around you, and to keep moving literally and figuratively. Whether it's finding joy in social interactions, discovering new hobbies, or continuing to nurture your relationships, all of these contribute to a longer, more fulfilling life. So, don't shy away from asking questions, seeking multiple opinions, or doing your research when it comes to your health. And above all, remember to nourish not just your body, but your mind and spirit as well. These are the pillars of a long, happy, and healthy life. As you age, keeping your body healthy and energized becomes more of a conscious effort, and one of the key factors in maintaining your vitality and motivation is your diet. When it comes to staying active and engaged in life after 70, a commonly overlooked but crucial aspect is eating enough protein specifically from meat. Many elderly people fall into the trap of believing that reducing their meat intake and focusing on vegetables is the healthiest option. But this is a misconception. While vegetables are certainly important for overall health, cutting back too much on meat can lead to protein deficiency, which is alarmingly common in older adults. This issue often arises because after retirement, many people simplify their meals and opt for less nutritionally dense foods, believing they don't need as much protein anymore. However, statistics show that up to 1/5 of individuals over the age of 70 suffer from a protein deficiency, and this can significantly impact both physical and mental health. Protein is a vital building block for our bodies, and as we age, it becomes even more important. Unfortunately, many cultures, particularly in Asia, still maintain relatively low levels of meat consumption, especially in comparison to Western diets. On average, an elderly person in Asia may consume around 80 grams of meat a day, while an American might consume up to 300 grams. This significant difference in daily protein intake can have real consequences, especially for older individuals. As people age, they tend to eat less meat, often believing that simpler, vegetable-based diets are better for longevity. But the truth is, this reduced intake of protein can lead to muscle weakness, a loss of energy, and a lack of motivation to stay active. When you reach your 70s, your body begins to experience natural declines in function. Muscle mass decreases, metabolism slows, and you might find it harder to maintain your energy levels. This is where protein, especially from meat, plays a critical role. Without enough protein, your muscles can't repair themselves efficiently, and you may start to notice a decline in strength, making it harder to engage in the activities you once enjoyed. This lack of physical activity leads to a downward spiral. When you don't move as much, your body becomes weaker, and when your body becomes weaker, you feel less motivated to move. It's a cycle that accelerates the aging process and can rob you of your independence and joy. But the issue goes beyond just physical health. The loss of motivation in old age isn't solely due to lifestyle changes. It's also deeply connected to your brain chemistry. One of the most significant factors in maintaining your drive and happiness as you age is the neurotransmitter serotonin, often called the happiness chemical. Serotonin is responsible for regulating your mood, creating feelings of satisfaction, and promoting overall mental well-being. When serotonin levels drop, you can begin to feel less motivated, less interested in daily activities, and more emotionally unstable. In some cases, low serotonin levels can even lead to depression. Psychological decline can have a profound effect on your quality of life, making it harder to stay engaged with the world around you and leaving you feeling isolated or disconnected. The good news is that, even as you age, you can actively work to restore your serotonin levels and keep that sense of happiness and motivation alive. One of the easiest and most effective ways to do this is by adjusting your diet to include more meat. Meat contains high levels of tryptophan, an essential amino acid that your body uses to produce serotonin. By eating meat regularly, you can boost your body's serotonin production, helping to prevent the decline in motivation and mental well-being that often accompanies aging. When you give your body the tools it needs to maintain serotonin levels, you're not just improving your mood, you're also increasing your energy and motivation to participate in daily activities. You'll find that you have more enthusiasm for the things you love, whether it's spending time with family, pursuing hobbies, or simply enjoying a walk outdoors. Beyond the immediate effects on serotonin production, including more protein in your diet can also help you maintain muscle mass and physical strength, which are crucial for staying active and independent as you get older. Many elderly people struggle with the physical limitations that come with aging, whether it's difficulty walking, lifting objects, or even just getting out of bed in the morning. But these limitations aren't inevitable. By ensuring that you're getting enough protein, you can slow down the loss of muscle mass and retain the strength you need to stay mobile and engaged with life. Regular physical activity becomes less of a chore when your body feels capable, and staying active is one of the best ways to promote overall health and longevity. And if you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. It's also important to recognize that motivation is about more than just physical energy, it's about emotional and mental well-being too. When you lose motivation, it often stems from a combination of factors, including physical decline, a lack of social engagement, and emotional struggles. But it's crucial to understand that your mental state has a direct impact on your physical health and vice versa. Maintaining a positive outlook and staying mentally engaged can make a significant difference in how you age. When you feel good about yourself, when you feel capable and in control of your health, you're more likely to take part in activities that keep your body strong and your mind sharp. This is why it's so important not only to focus on treating specific health conditions as they arise, but also to look at your health holistically. A diet rich in protein combined with regular physical activity and mental engagement forms the foundation of a balanced, fulfilling life in old age. It's not just about treating diseases or avoiding illness, it's about actively working to maintain your overall well-being so you can continue to enjoy life to the fullest. And this means listening to your body, understanding its changing needs, and giving it the care it deserves. Incorporating more meat into your diet is one of the simplest yet most impactful changes you can make to support your health. Not only does it help with serotonin production, boosting your mood and motivation, but it also provides the protein necessary to maintain muscle mass and physical function. This, in turn, allows you to stay active, which further improves your mental and physical well-being. It's a positive feedback loop. The more you move, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the more you want to keep moving. But maintaining health and motivation in old age is not just about diet and exercise. It's also about finding balance in every aspect of your life: emotional, physical, and social. Engaging in social activities, pursuing hobbies, and keeping your mind sharp through learning and exploration are all vital components of a happy and healthy life. The joy of life doesn't diminish with age. If anything, it becomes more precious. By taking active steps to care for your body and mind, you can ensure that you continue to experience all the wonderful things life has to offer, even in your later years. In addition to incorporating more meat into your diet, it's equally important to pay attention to maintaining gentle yet regular exercise. This is an aspect of health that many elderly people tend to overlook, but it plays a crucial role in sustaining both physical and mental vitality. Without regular movement, not only does your motivation decline, but your muscles also begin to weaken at an accelerated rate. The beautiful thing about exercise is that it doesn't need to be intense or stressful on your body. Simple activities like walking, stretching, or light exercises to maintain flexibility can make a huge difference. Just 20 to 30 minutes of gentle movement a day can help keep your muscles strong and your energy levels up. Another key benefit of exercising regularly, especially outdoors, is exposure to sunlight. Sunlight is a natural mood enhancer because it helps the body produce more serotonin, that vital happiness chemical that regulates your mood and keeps you motivated. A morning walk, combined with the fresh air and sunshine, is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to boost your serotonin levels naturally. You'll notice that as you get your blood moving and soak up that sunlight, your mood lifts and your motivation to stay active increases. It's like giving your body and mind a daily recharge. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle in your 70s, through both diet and exercise, is critical to helping your body adapt to the natural aging process. It's not about trying to turn back the clock, but about making sure your body is as prepared and resilient as possible for the years ahead. Even at 70, you can still enjoy health and energy by paying attention to moderate, consistent exercise and ensuring you're getting the proper nutrition, particularly by supplementing your diet with protein from meat. A protein-rich diet, as mentioned earlier, promotes serotonin production, which is a key factor in maintaining not just physical health, but also mental clarity and motivation. By creating a habit of daily exercise, such as a morning walk in the sunlight, you're giving your body and mind the tools they need to thrive, even as the years progress. Combining a well-balanced, protein-rich diet with regular exercise can do wonders for your overall health. These two lifestyle pillars work hand in hand to help you maintain physical strength, improve mental well-being, and extend your lifespan. It's about finding a rhythm that works for your body, getting the right nutrients to fuel your muscles and brain, and moving your body in ways that keep it flexible, strong, and capable. By embracing these habits, you'll not only feel better, but you'll also find more joy in everyday activities, staying engaged with life for as long as possible. Now, it's also important to address a third crucial factor that significantly impacts aging: physical inactivity, particularly lying or sitting in one place for prolonged periods. This is something that accelerates aging at twice the normal rate. As we grow older, the differences in individual physical strength and health become much more pronounced. We've all seen it. Some 80-year-olds are still out there walking every morning, swimming, golfing, and fully participating in life's activities, while others may be bedridden, requiring daily care just to get through the day. The contrast between these two experiences of aging can be striking, but it's a reality we must face. What this demonstrates is that, as we age, individual mobility and organ function vary widely. The aging process doesn't affect everyone in the same way, and with the elderly population growing larger, we're seeing a more diverse range of health conditions in later life than ever before. Some people in their 80s can walk independently, while others may need assistance or be unable to move without help. This disparity is also reflected in each person's ability to recover from illness or injury. For younger people, a 10-day hospital stay might mean a quick recovery and a seamless return to daily life. However, for the elderly, even a short-term illness can have a significant and lasting impact on overall health. For older individuals, even a brief period of inactivity due to illness can lead to a rapid decline in physical function. Muscles that aren't being used quickly lose their strength, making it more difficult to stand up, walk, or even move around. This loss of mobility can spiral into a cycle of further inactivity, causing even more physical decline. And the consequences extend beyond just the physical. Inactivity can also impair brain function, leading to memory problems, difficulty thinking clearly, and an increased risk of cognitive decline. This is why it's so important to stay as active as possible, even in old age, to keep both the body and mind sharp. And one of the most heartbreaking aspects of aging is seeing someone lose their independence simply because they weren't able to stay active. It's easy to fall into the trap of sitting in one place for too long, whether it's in front of the TV or lying in bed. But this kind of inactivity accelerates the aging process, weakening body and mind much faster than necessary. To prevent this from happening, it's essential to maintain a level of mobility that suits your abilities, even if you're not capable of vigorous exercise. There are always ways to keep moving, whether it's gentle stretching, light walking, or even chair exercises if mobility is limited. Another aspect to consider is that aging affects everyone differently. Some may experience rapid declines in certain physical functions, while others remain remarkably resilient. These differences are more noticeable in a long-lived society where more people are living into their 80s and 90s. However, the good news is that with the right habits, you can maintain your health and independence much longer. Staying active, even in small ways, helps your body remain adaptable and your mind stay engaged. Ultimately, the way you age isn't just determined by your genetics, it's deeply influenced by your lifestyle choices. Regular exercise, whether it's walking, swimming, or simply moving your body in gentle ways, along with a diet rich in protein, can make a world of difference in how you feel, think, and move. And it's never too late to start. By incorporating these habits into your daily routine, you can slow the decline, keep your mind sharp, and enjoy a longer, happier, and more fulfilling life. Aging is inevitable, but the quality of your life as you age is something you have the power to influence. So we age, it becomes essential to keep both our bodies and minds active. The importance of this cannot be overstated. Without regular movement and mental stimulation, the aging process accelerates at an alarming rate, leading not only to physical decline, but also to the rapid onset of intellectual deterioration. It's heartbreaking to think how quickly vitality can slip away when we stop taking care of ourselves. Yet, this doesn't mean that the elderly need to engage in strenuous physical activities. On the contrary, simple and gentle routines, such as taking a peaceful stroll in the park, solving puzzles, playing intellectual games, or even enjoying meaningful conversations with friends, can make all the difference in maintaining a sharp mind and a mobile body. In a world where people are living longer than ever, the gap between those who remain active and those who will let their health fade will only grow wider. It's not just a personal matter, it's a societal issue that affects families and the healthcare system as a whole. Imagine the heartache and struggle of a family watching their loved one lose their independence because of neglected health habits. The burden doesn't just fall on the individual, but on everyone around them, adding stress and emotional strain to what should be golden years filled with joy and dignity. By maintaining a lifestyle that encourages regular movement and mental engagement, the elderly can give themselves the best chance of aging gracefully. As even simple things like reading a book, having a thoughtful chat, or taking short walks can be transformative. It's not just about living longer, it's about living well. It's about preserving autonomy, enjoying life's little pleasures, and maintaining a sense of purpose and vitality. When we stop moving, when we stop thinking, our bodies and minds begin to surrender to the aging process, and that loss is profound. The difference between individuals who embrace active living and those who do not becomes painfully clear in the later stages of life. The joy of being able to take care of oneself, of not having to rely entirely on others, is priceless. On the flip side, watching someone lose that autonomy and becoming more dependent on others is a heavy emotional and physical burden, not just for them, but for their families as well. Well, health isn't just about survival, it's about thriving. It's about ensuring that the years we add to our lives are filled with quality, not just quantity. In a society where longevity is the norm, maintaining both mental and physical health becomes a cornerstone of a fulfilling life. It's not just about how long we live, but how well we live. Staying active and engaged is the key to fighting the inevitable challenges of aging. The benefits are not only personal, but ripple out to loved ones and society at large. The thought of watching someone we care about lose their independence due to preventable causes is a sorrow too great to bear. We owe it to ourselves and those around us to keep moving, thinking, and living with purpose, ensuring that our golden years are truly golden. Reaching the age of 80, and especially after 85, can bring about profound changes to your life. But it's important to recognize that growing older is not something to fear. It's a natural part of the human experience, something we all must face. Yet it's how we approach it that defines the quality of our later years. Yes, it's true that as you age, your body and perhaps even your mind might not work as efficiently as they once did. You may need more help with daily activities, and this shift can be difficult to accept. However, avoiding the reality of aging only makes the journey more challenging and emotionally burdensome. When we deny the inevitable, it creates a sense of unease and discomfort, robbing us of the ability to find peace in the natural progression of life. One undeniable fact is that people are living longer than ever before. Advances in medicine, technology, and overall quality of life have increased the average lifespan. Many people now live to be 90, or even 100 years old. But while longevity is a gift, it doesn't guarantee that we will remain healthy and vigorous throughout those extended years. The truth is that most of us will experience a period of physical frailty as we approach the later stages of life. This is not a negative thing. It's simply part of the cycle of life. Every stage of life has its unique beauty and purpose, and aging is no different. It's a time to reflect on the past, to enjoy the present, and to make peace with the inevitable transitions ahead. Rather than viewing these changes with fear or frustration, it's far healthier and more fulfilling to embrace them with acceptance. Trying to avoid or deny the aging process only adds unnecessary stress, making life feel more uncomfortable and unnatural. Instead, learning to calmly accept the changes that come with aging allows you to live more peacefully, with less emotional turmoil. Aging is not something to be dreaded. It's a chapter in the story of life that, if embraced, can bring a deep sense of wisdom, grace, and fulfillment. One of the most important mental shifts you can make as you age is to focus on the positive aspects of getting older, and think about what it truly means to live past 80. It means you have survived. You've lived through illnesses, accidents, and life's many trials, and you've come out the other side. You've had a long, valuable, and meaningful life. There's something profoundly beautiful about reaching this age. So many people never get the chance to experience it. By recognizing this, you can face aging with more ease and grace, appreciating the years you've been given and enjoying the time you have left. It's important to understand that while your body may not be as strong or as flexible as it once, this doesn't mean your life is any less valuable. It's unrealistic to expect to maintain the same energy levels or physical capabilities as you had in your youth. But this doesn't mean you should give up on staying active. The decade between 70 and 80 is a critical period for maintaining your health, both physically and mentally. It's during these years that the choices you make can have the most profound impact on your quality of life in your later years. Staying active, even in small ways, can greatly enhance your ability to enjoy life after 80. The way people perceive aging varies greatly. Some may accept the physical changes that come with age and choose to live quietly, without much effort to maintain their youthful energy. They may find peace in simply allowing their bodies to slow down naturally, enjoying a calm and serene life. Others, however, continue to strive to stay as healthy and active as possible, knowing that while they can't entirely stop the aging process, they can slow it down and improve their quality of life. There is no one right way to age. Everyone should have the freedom to choose the path that feels right for them. And what's important is that you make choices that allow you to maintain a good quality of life, whether that means staying active or embracing a more relaxed lifestyle. Maintaining your health, even at 80, is not about trying to hold on to youth. It's about preserving your independence and enjoying life in a way that feels comfortable and fulfilling to you. It's about moving your body, keeping your mind engaged, and finding joy in the simple pleasures of life. By staying physically and mentally active, you can help ensure that your later years are not just about surviving, but about truly living. Aging doesn't have to be a burden. It can be a deeply meaningful and fulfilling part of life. One of the best ways to ensure that old age is a time of joy and not struggle is to keep both your body and mind flexible. If you want to keep your brain sharp and your body mobile, it's important to start focusing on this long before you reach 80. Ideally, you should begin in your 70s. This is a crucial time when the efforts you make can significantly slow down the aging process. Developing good habits in your 70s, such as maintaining a balanced diet, engaging in regular exercise, and participating in intellectually stimulating activities lays the groundwork for a healthier, more vibrant life in your 80s and beyond. Even simple activities like going for a walk, reading a book, or having a conversation with friends can make a big difference. Staying physically active helps maintain muscle strength, flexibility, and balance, which are all key to preserving independence. But it's not just about the body. Keeping your mind active is just as important. Participating in social activities, joining a book club, or even doing crossword puzzles helps to keep the brain engaged and functioning well. These small actions can have a profound impact on how gracefully you age. But perhaps the most important factor in staying healthy as you age is maintaining your motivation to live. After 70, it's easy to fall into a mindset of complacency. You might feel like you've earned the right to slow down, disengage from social activities, or stop challenging yourself mentally and physically. But this can be a dangerous trap. When motivation fades, the aging process speeds up. If you lose the will to move, engage with others, or keep your mind sharp, your body and mind will begin to deteriorate at a much faster rate. And once you reach this point, you'll become more dependent on others for your care, which can take away from the independence and freedom that many of us cherish. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Staying motivated and keeping that spark alive is key to maintaining both physical and mental health. It's this inner drive that will help you live not only longer but with more vitality, a positive outlook, and a determination to remain engaged with the world around you can do wonders for your health, both physical and mental. And when you stay motivated, you're more likely to continue taking care of yourself, which in turn allows you to live a more fulfilling and independent life. Of course, as you move through your 70s and into your 80s, you may also face periods of rapid aging. This can happen suddenly, often due to illness or injury. It's not uncommon for someone healthy and active in their 70s to experience a serious health setback, like a stroke or cancer, which can accelerate the aging process dramatically. These serious health conditions become more common as you get older, and they pose significant threats to your well-being. How you choose to confront these challenges can make all the difference in how you navigate this phase of life. So making decisions about surgeries, treatments, and other medical interventions becomes more complicated as you age. Every choice comes with risks, and it's important to weigh those risks carefully. It's not just about prolonging life, it's about maintaining the quality of life. For some, the right decision may be to pursue aggressive treatment, while for others, the best path may be to focus on comfort and quality of life. There is no one-size-fits-all answer, and these decisions are deeply personal. Aging is a journey filled with both challenges and opportunities. It's about finding balance, accepting what you can't change, but also taking control of the things you can. It's about cherishing the life you've lived, while still looking forward to the time you have left. It's about embracing the inevitability of aging with grace, while still doing everything you can to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. So in addition to the physical challenges that come with aging, it's crucial to recognize the profound impact that mental health can have on the elderly, particularly depression. Too often, this silent struggle goes unnoticed, yet it can severely affect the quality of life for those over 70. Depression doesn't just darken one's emotional state, it has a cascading effect on physical health and well-being. And when someone is depressed, they often lose the motivation to engage in even the most basic activities, such as exercise or social interaction, which are vital for maintaining overall health. A person who once enjoyed attending social gatherings, participating in community events, or visiting elderly clubs may begin to withdraw, isolating themselves even when invited or encouraged. This withdrawal leads to a reduction in both mobility and social engagement, which in turn accelerates both physical and cognitive decline. It's a vicious cycle that can have devastating consequences if not addressed. This highlights the importance of not only taking care of your body when you reach your 70s, but also paying close attention to your mental health. Mental well-being plays a fundamental role in maintaining a positive outlook on life and finding purpose as we age. An optimistic spirit can truly be the lifeline that keeps the elderly motivated and engaged, which in turn supports their overall health. An active mind, paired with a content heart, fuels the drive to stay involved in life, and this motivation alone can significantly improve physical health outcomes. So when you turn 70, it may also be a good time to reassess your relationships and social circles. While staying connected is essential, sometimes letting go of unnecessary or stressful relationships can reduce emotional strain and create more space for meaningful connections and fulfilling activities. By focusing on what truly matters, you create a life that feels richer and more purposeful, which is essential at this stage. Turning 70 isn't just another birthday, it's a pivotal moment. The last true opportunity to make an active effort to fight the aging process in a meaningful way. It's the stage of life where you still have enough energy and ability to nurture both your body and brain, laying the groundwork for a healthier, more vibrant future in your 80s and beyond. What you do in your 70s can profoundly shape your life in the decades that follow. If you commit to maintaining regular exercise and keeping your mind stimulated, you can preserve both your physical and mental vitality for much longer. An interesting fact that might surprise you is that less than 10% of people in their early 70s suffer from dementia or require special care. That means, barring any significant illness or injury, the vast majority of people can continue living an active and fulfilling life, much like they did in middle age. But this doesn't happen by accident. It's largely dependent on how intentionally you live during this period. It's all about creating habits that support both physical and intellectual well-being, as well as maintaining a positive mindset. The 70s are truly a critical decade in the fight against aging. It's a time when your actions determine the quality of your life in the years ahead. The habits you cultivate, the choices you make, and the mindset you adopt during this period will all play a role in how gracefully and healthily you age. However, it's important to clarify that this isn't about strictly fighting aging in the literal sense. It's not about trying to reverse the clock. The reality is that modern medicine has made incredible advances in helping us maintain our health and vitality as we age. In many ways, people in their 70s today can enjoy a quality of life that wasn't possible for previous generations. With the help of medical science, it's now possible to live a healthy and active lifestyle well into your 70s, even resembling the vitality of your younger years. But as remarkable as these advancements are, they can only do so much. There comes a point, usually beyond the mid-70s, when the natural signs of aging become undeniable. The body begins to slow down, and the mind may not be as sharp as it once was. This doesn't mean that life is over, or that aging is something to fear, but it is a reminder that no one can entirely stop the aging process. It's important to come to terms with this, and to view aging not as an enemy to be fought, but as a natural part of life. Aging is inevitable, but that doesn't mean it has to be dreaded. Modern medicine can extend life and improve its quality, but it cannot eliminate aging, and that's okay. Accepting the aging process is not about giving up, it's about embracing the fact that we all age and learning to navigate it with grace and dignity. Aging, when approached with the right mindset, can be a beautiful phase of life. It's a time to reflect on all that you've accomplished, to cherish the relationships that matter most, and to continue finding joy in the simple pleasures of everyday life. Even though it's possible to fight the effects of aging at 70, it's important to remember that aging happens gradually. Instead of seeing aging as a battle to be won, it's much more fulfilling to see it as a natural journey, one that we can learn to live in harmony with. Developing healthy habits in your 70s, whether that's through physical exercise, mental stimulation, or fostering positive relationships, will prepare you for the later stages of life. As your body inevitably begins to slow down, your mind can remain strong, and you'll have the tools you need to face the challenges of aging with confidence and peace. The truth is that aging is not something that can be completely stopped, but it doesn't have to diminish your quality of life. It's all about perspective. By embracing the aging process and making intentional choices in your 70s, you can ensure that your later years are not just about surviving, but about thriving. Life after 70 can be filled with meaning, joy, and purpose if you approach it with the right mindset and take proactive steps to care for both your physical and mental health. It's about finding the balance between accepting the changes that come with age and taking action to live your best life in the time you have. When you reach 70, one of the most crucial aspects of your life becomes habit formation. It's a time when many people begin to retire. And with retirement often comes a drastic shift in daily routines. For decades, work has structured your days, kept your body moving, and your mind engaged. But when you retire, everything changes. Without the demands of a job or the clear need to engage in activities, it can be all too easy to fall into a pattern of inactivity or loss of motivation. Many elderly individuals, no longer required to leave the house for work, start to become more sedentary, and this can accelerate physical and cognitive decline. That's why it's incredibly important to develop new, healthy habits at this stage of life. Without those positive routines, your mobility, your organ functions, and even your mental sharpness can begin to deteriorate more quickly than you might imagine. Instead of waiting for the inevitable signs of decline, now is the perfect time to start developing habits that focus on both physical exercise and mental stimulation. The beauty of these habits is that they are not just temporary fixes. The healthy routines you establish in your 70s can last for the rest of your life, providing you with the foundation to maintain vitality and energy well into your 80s and beyond. For instance, if you commit to walking every day, starting in your 70s, there's a strong likelihood that you will continue this habit as you age, and it will help keep your body in motion. Regular walking maintains flexibility, strengthens muscles, and significantly reduces the risk of aging-related diseases like heart disease, arthritis, or even cognitive decline. Take swimming or mountain climbing as an example. Those who engage in these activities in their 70s often find that they continue doing so for as long as their health allows, reaping the physical and mental rewards of staying active. And even when physical limitations arise, as they inevitably will, those who have maintained active lifestyles are more likely to adapt. Maybe they switch from mountain climbing to walking or from swimming to yoga, but the key is that the habit of movement remains. They will have built a resilience that allows them to replace more strenuous activities with lighter ones, like slow walks around the house or gentle stretching exercises. What's important is that the routine of movement, no matter how simple, continues. But maintaining physical health is just one part of the equation. Equally important is keeping your mind active and engaged. Intellectual activities and hobbies like playing chess, reading, writing, or even painting can become indispensable parts of daily life, especially when developed into habits by age 70. These activities stimulate the brain, fostering creativity, problem-solving, and memory retention. They help prevent cognitive decline and mental sluggishness, which are common concerns as people age. The more you engage in intellectual pursuits, the better your brain functions, even in the face of aging. These habits become anchors in your daily routine, giving you a sense of purpose and fulfillment while safeguarding your mental health. Developing both physical and intellectual habits by the time you reach 70 is not just about keeping busy. It's about maintaining a high quality of life, ensuring that you can continue living independently and with dignity. One of the greatest fears as we age is losing our independence and becoming a burden on others. But by staying active, both physically and mentally, you greatly reduce the likelihood of this happening. In a world where people are living longer than ever, this is becoming more important. Our society is entering an era where extended lifespans are the norm. And with this shift, each of us must take responsibility for our health. It's not just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years, making sure those extra years are filled with meaning, mobility, and independence. And yet, despite all your best efforts to stay healthy, it's important to recognize that the future is unpredictable. There may come a time when, despite all your healthy habits, you suddenly find yourself in need of a caregiver. While today's 70-year-olds are generally more active and youthful than previous generations, the unique risks of aging still loom large. One of the most significant risks is the gradual decline in motivation, which has a ripple effect on both physical and mental health. Without the will to stay engaged with life, even the healthiest habits can start to slip away. And once that motivation falters, the body and mind can begin to deteriorate at a faster rate. So maintaining both mobility and brain function requires continuous effort. If you're in your 40s or 50s, you may not feel the urgency, yet your body is still resilient, and the effects of a sedentary lifestyle may not be immediately apparent. But once you cross into your 70s, the stakes become much higher. At this stage, aging accelerates the decline of mobility and organ function, and if you don't stay active, the risk of needing help from others becomes very real. No one wants to rely on others for care, but the reality is that without the proper habits in place, that dependence may come sooner than you think. By deciding to develop healthy habits now, you are giving yourself the best possible chance of living independently for as long as possible. So you are investing in your future self, ensuring that you can continue to enjoy life, maintain your health, and remain mentally sharp. The habits you cultivate today will determine the quality of your life tomorrow. So whether it's taking up a new hobby, committing to a daily walk, or engaging in regular intellectual activities, the time to start is now. In reality, many people in their 70s are well aware of the importance of staying active and keeping their minds sharp, but the challenge lies in maintaining that motivation. As we age, the natural decline in energy and enthusiasm can make it harder to stay engaged in life's daily activities. What often starts as a small dip in motivation can quickly turn into a pattern of inactivity. Without realizing it, people may begin withdrawing from social activities, avoiding outings, and gradually reducing their interaction with others. Fear of social situations, a growing reluctance to leave the comfort of home, and a sense of isolation can creep in, further accelerating both the physical and mental aspects of aging. As social connections dwindle, so does the stimulation that both the body and mind need to thrive. The body stiffens with inactivity, and the brain becomes less engaged. This creates a feedback loop where the aging process speeds up dramatically. It's not just about physical health deteriorating. This lack of movement and mental stimulation also erodes the quality of life itself. Sitting still for long periods does little to activate the body's muscles or challenge the brain, which in turn can lead to a rapid decline in both cognitive function and physical strength. Without enough daily activity, depression can begin to set in, further compounding the problem. As you move less, the body weakens, and this vicious cycle of inactivity and mental disengagement deepens. And this is why, even at 70, it is essential to maintain a regular exercise routine, not only for the body but for the mind as well. The key is not to aim for strenuous or overly demanding exercise, but to focus on consistent, moderate activity. Something as simple as walking, practicing yoga, or participating in social events can have profound benefits. These activities, done for just an hour a day, can help keep your muscles flexible, stimulate your brain, and promote overall mental health. Even 1 hour of movement daily can make a world of difference. It keeps the body more resilient and the mind more alert, significantly slowing down the aging process. By maintaining this habit, you are not only preserving your physical mobility, but also strengthening your mental acuity, allowing you to stay independent for longer. The benefits of staying active reach far beyond the physical realm. Regular movement and social interaction can help reduce the risk of depression, loneliness, and reliance on others for care in the future. When you exercise your body, you're also exercising your mind, keeping both agile and sharp. And this has a ripple effect, enabling you to live a life that is more fulfilling and independent well into your later years. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 4 below to let me know that you are still here with me. However, staying active goes beyond just physical movement. It's also about keeping your social and intellectual life vibrant. Engaging with friends, family, or community groups keeps you connected to the world around you, and this interaction stimulates your mind. Participating in social activities, learning new skills, or simply keeping your brain active with puzzles, reading, or conversation challenges your intellect, making your mind sharper and more resilient against the effects of aging. Living well into your 80s, or even 100, is not just a matter of good genes or luck. It requires a thoughtful approach to aging. To approach aging gracefully, it's helpful to think of it in 2 stages. The first is fighting aging from your 70s onward, and the second is accepting aging as you move into your 80s. While in your 70s, the focus should be on fighting the effects of aging as much as possible by staying active. maintaining social connections, and continually challenging your mind and body. These efforts can significantly delay the impact of aging, allowing you to enjoy more years of independence and health. But no matter how much we fight, the time will eventually come when we must face the realities of aging. After 80, it's important to shift your mindset toward acceptance. Trying to maintain the same level of physical and mental activity as you did in your 70s may lead to frustration or disappointment. At this stage, the goal should not be to prevent aging entirely, but to embrace it with peace of mind. Accept that aging is a natural part of life, and instead of fighting against it, focus on adapting to it. This mental shift can bring a sense of calm and contentment, helping you live out your later years with grace. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up, it means recognizing that aging is inevitable and that it's okay to slow down. By the time you reach 80, maintaining youth may no longer be realistic. But what is realistic is continuing to find joy and purpose in life, even as you age. And whether it's through light exercise, cherished hobbies, or meaningful connections with loved ones, there is still so much life to enjoy. Aging with peace of mind, rather than resistance, allows you to approach this phase of life with dignity and fulfillment. In the end, life beyond 70 is about balancing the effort to stay active and engage with the wisdom to accept the natural progression of time. By forming healthy habits now and adopting a mindset of acceptance as you age, you can ensure that your later years are filled with both vitality and tranquility. It's not just about living longer, but about living better, embracing each stage of life for the unique beauty it brings. As we come to the end of this journey through the challenges and beauty of aging, it's time to reflect on everything we've learned. Aging is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced with grace, dignity, and resilience. Whether it's maintaining healthy habits, staying physically and mentally active, or learning to accept the natural progression of life, there is so much we can do to ensure a high quality of life as we grow older. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned from this discussion? What's one key takeaway that you plan to bring into practice in your own life? Please share your thoughts in the comments below this video. Your insights could inspire others on their journey. If you liked this video, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And stay tuned for more inspiring content. And thank you for being a part of our community.